Hello, I'm Sofia and today we will talk about social science. This is Anna. She's 10 years old and she lives just like you in a place she calls home. For the moment she lives in an apartment, but before that she lived in a house. And some summer she spent in a hut. Maybe some of these places where Anna lived look exactly like your home. No matter how our home looks like, every person in the world, Anna, you and me, we live on Earth. Earth is round, like a ball, and has 7 continents. Between these continents there is sea, and we will now learn more about these 7 continents. The first one is Africa. In Africa you can find Sahara Desert, which is the largest, hottest desert in the world. If you are in the desert, you have to drink a lot of water. In Africa, we find some of the largest mammals on this planet. The largest land mammal, the African elephant, lives in Africa. Elephants are very smart. It is smart enough to recognize itself in the mirror. All humans, you, me, and Anna, we belong to the same species. So elephants are one species, and humans are another species. If you go back in time, before you were born, even before your parents were born, maybe even like your grandparents, humans only live in Africa. So you can say that Africa is the birthplace for humans, but humans live all over the world now. The second continent we will talk about is Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It is the home of the 10 highest mountain peaks in the world. Himalaya mountains are the highest. The second continent we will talk about is Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It is the home of the 10 highest mountain peaks in the world. Himalayan mountains are the highest. Asia is the birthplace of many religions. Religion is a word that means worship of a god or gods. Religion helps people to find meaning in the world, and they answer questions. For example, what will happen after we die? The 5 oldest main world religions are Hinduism, Judaism, Christianity, Buddhism, and Islam. Some people do not have a religion at all. A fun fact about Asia is that on some Indonesian islands, there are the largest living lizard, the Komodo dragons, which can eat very large animals, such as a whole buffalo. It could probably eat me as well. The third continent we will talk about is Australia. Australia is the largest island in the world, but the smallest continent. 2/3 of the country consists of desert landscape, which is referred to as outback. The Great Barrier Reef in eastern Australia is the biggest coral reef in the world. The reef consists of over 1,500 species of fish. Australia is famous for the animal kangaroo. They have very strong legs and muscular tails. They can jump very high and they cannot walk backwards. The fourth continent we will learn more about is South America. The fourth continent we will learn more about is South America. South America has the largest natural rainforest in the world. It is called Amazon forest. It covers 40% of South America. The green anaconda, a native of the Amazons, is the largest snake in the world. For close to 150 years, Brazil, a country in South America, has been the largest exporter of coffee in the world. Maybe you don't drink coffee, but maybe your parents do. The fifth continent we will learn more about is North America. In North America, you find the largest freshwater lake, Lake Superior. Anna loves to swim, and so do I. North America has also the largest dog population in the world. The fifth continent we will learn more about is North America. In North America, you can find the largest freshwater lake, Lake Superior. I love to swim, and so does Anna. North America has also the largest dog population in the world. North America has the largest jellyfish. It is called the lion's mane jellyfish. It is even bigger than me. The sixth continent we will talk about is Europe. Only half of Europe's birds species breed in Europe. Breed means that the bird finds another bird that they fall in love with and make bird babies. The other half migrate, meaning that they fly away to warmer regions during the cold winter months. Europe is the birth of democracy. Democracy means that everybody has the right to vote. They have the right to decide. Both the world wars were largely focused in Europe. The seventh and last continent we will learn more about is Antarctica. Antarctica is so cold that nothing can root here. Most of the people who live in Antarctica are science and support staff. In the summer, only 5,000 people live in the continent. The emperor penguin are the only animal to breed on mainland Antarctica during the winter. Anna loves her mother very much and thinks she is very cool. She wants to know more about a woman that is as cool as her mom, but lived in another time. If you want to, you can come along with me and Anna and travel back in time to learn more about women that changed the world. The first woman we will talk about is called Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut lived for many years ago in Africa. In Egypt, they would worship hundreds of gods and goddesses. Egypt is famous for building of the pyramids. When Hatshepsut was the ruler of Egypt, she was very powerful. Many people believe that Hatshepsut was one of the ancient Egypt's most successful monarchs. So what did she do? She gave orders to build many different buildings and establish trade networks. Hatshepsut is also believed to have led successful military campaigns. She was, in other words, a good fighter. The second person we will talk about is Elizabeth I. Elizabeth I lived for many years ago in Europe, in a country called England. She was the Queen of England during a time of great economic and social change. Many people went to the theatre to watch plays. Maybe you have watched a play. One effect of her ruling was that England later became one of the world's dominant superpowers. In other words, they became very important. And even today, we can find traces of English influence. For example, the fact that I speak English. The third person we will talk about is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks lived for not that many years ago in North America, in a country called USA. She was an ordinary woman. At that time in USA, the country had racial segregation. That means that white people, people with light-colored skin, was viewed as better than black people, people with dark skin color. The fourth woman we will talk about is Malala Yousafzai. Malala lives today. She's from Asia, a country called Pakistan. She's an ordinary schoolgirl. She fights for the right to education. She survived being shot in the head. And she has become a global advocate for women's rights, especially the right to education. So thanks for Malala, you and me can study. Now Anna knows a lot of things, and maybe so do you.